in the zone, 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 podcast, in the zone, in the zone, in the zone, podcast, in the zone, in the zone, in the zone, podcast, in the zone, in the zone, in the zone, podcast, in the zone, in the zone, in the zone, podcast, 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 in the zone, in the zone, in the zone, podcast, in the zone, in the zone, in the zone, podcast, in the zone, in the zone, in the zone, podcast, in the zone, in the zone, in the zone, podcast, 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 in the zone.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? Happy Wednesday. Welcome to another episode of the In the Zone podcast. It is your boy, B. Foster. Brian Foster is in the building. Happy to have you all with us this week. No guest, no streaming, nobody of virtual. It's me and Sean about to get into some fisticuffs today. What's going on, Sean?
Hey, with the combed hair. Hey, we haven't done a Sean and Brian or Brian B. Foster and Sean show. I don't remember the last one, but it's been a minute.
It's okay to use my government name.
I mean, is it B. Foster your government name?
It's not my birth certificate.
I know, but I never hear. You do realize if somebody says if you use the name for 10 years, it's legal. You lose your name now.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, well, I've been indoctrinated then. Shit, this has been over 35 years.
I bet you look at your credit report, it'd be like all your aliases and what would be B. Foster.
Oh, now I got to do it.
I
gotta look.
Now watch everybody gonna go start looking at that.
I'm looking-
They Experian, see if all their aliases.
I'm looking right now.
You are dumb. But yes, I'm excited. You wanted to talk about Negroes spending, wasting their money,
So
spoiling their children.
So this is all right. So this topic, you guys, if you go to my page, if you follow me, I have a post that is probably the most shared and viewed post I've ever had.
Is it really?
The post about so I said that if your kids, if you rented a Bentley or whatever, got a Bentley for your kids to go to prom, don't send me no Cash App for their trunk party. Because clearly you don't need my money for towels. You don't need my $50 Amazon gift card to buy sheets. All right? Clearly you're balling.
That's not. Anyway, I've intro this show.
Okay,
and then we'll talk about that.
So when as that post spiraled and now it's got over 10,000 views.
Are you serious?
It went. I don't know if that's viral. I don't know what qualifies as viral. But it got me to thinking about what else do we kind of spend money on, blow money on, waste money on. And as I've gotten older, some of the things I thought that I should do, could do, would do when I was younger and broker, I'm like, that's just dumb. I can invest these things in different things for my kids. and not a $20,000 prom send-off. So that's what we're talking about today. We're going to talk about prom send-offs. We're going to talk about weddings. We're going to talk about kindergarten graduations. And we might even get into something I hate that females, and I know y'all hate when we call you females, ladies do on the internet. We'll see if we get to that one. But we're going to talk about how we trick off money in the 100% wrong ways first. So, Jake, if you will kick off that first video, and then we'll dive into this convo.
A teenager from Philly viral all over social media this morning because of her extravagant prom send-off. It all happened before she even went to the event. Talk about a fairy tale. What is this? It's a Cinderella theme party. As you can see, there's a castle, flowers, a runway, and a custom video. Excuse me. Prom send-offs are somewhat like a rite of passage for teenagers in the Midwest. It's when family and friends gather to celebrate their students before heading to school formals. If you think it's over the top, it is real extra. As you can see, these send-offs can be maybe better than the actual prom. That's a lot. That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Let's go ahead and drop that in my investment account, okay?
I know, absolutely. Put it.
Please welcome John.
All right, y'all. So me and Sean were having a brief conversation while that was going on. Let me start out by saying that was amazing, right? Like the detail, the video, the dress was appropriate. It was dope. Why? Why do we need to do that shit? Now, that was classy and well done. Let's not get into the horse-drawn carriages, the Lamborghinis with butterfly doors,
Why did
the
you have
inappropriate
the video?
Dresses.
Jake, I need you to find the video of the Miami prom where everybody. You didn't see that one?
I hope to God I did. And I kind of don't want to right now. Okay, but if Jake finds it, we'll put it up. But, so you think these things are fine?
I never said that.
What did you say?
No, I was talking about that specifically.
That specific one, what did you say?
I said we don't know what that mom does.
Uh-huh.
That mother, that could be what she does for a living.
What's
special effects. Maybe that's what she does.
Uh-huh.
Or maybe they know people who are in that industry where they
Okay.
can get them to do. You of all people who have more favors out in Chicagoland than a hooker, be pulling all your favors when you want to have your elaborate parties and you don't spend that much money. So why do we think that she spent what looked like probably was $30,000 to $50,000 on this? She could have easily called in favors.
She could have easily called in favors. Agreed. I don't appreciate you calling me a hooker.
I said like
I'm
a hooker.
high-priced prostitute. Thank you very much.
So I believe that
Did you find it, Jake?
is it the Booker T High School?
Yes.
Let's-
They had
let's-
the line of the cars.
Let's get a quick clip.
It's a, you can see it, the line of cars and the kid.
Yeah, it's it.
Means it's time for students to dress in their best and show the world what they're made of. But little did anyone know that Booker T. Washington High School would take prom to a whole new level, leaving the internet in awe.
Baby, tonight, the night I let you know.
Once upon a time in the vibrant city of Miami, Florida, there stood Booker T. Washington High School. But wait, is that Cinderella and Prince Charming? Oh, there's Princess Jasmine and Aladdin. Social media influencer and senior at Booker T, Camilo Castro, captured the prom walk this weekend. So when you posted the video, did you think that it was going to get as much traction as it did?
Me personally, I had high expectations for it to go viral because
All right, so I'm a little aren't supposed. All right, hold on. So Jesse, this is bullshit, and I'm gonna call it out why it matters. Nobody says that you only have to experience poverty. What you do not have to do, what you should not teach our little black kids, is how to waste money on elaborate bullshit. All right. So rather than spending $40,000 on a prom send-off and a dress and a G-Wagon, why don't you spend 10 and put 30 in their account? to grow.
But what if? Okay,
I don't like this whole. Oh, what difference does it make? Because it does make a fucking difference. It makes an absolute difference when you teach irresponsible spending. If you LeBron James, do whatever you want to do. If you taking out a loan so you can send your kid to prom, it's irresponsible.
Well, how do we know where?
I'm not saying that they did it, but I'm telling you, people do it.
Okay, maybe they do. Maybe they do. And to be clear, this is not my vibe. I have told my daughter for ages, like, she's not going to prom in a Bentley. She ain't even like in high school yet. This is not what I'm going to do. I also don't like the idea of criticizing people because they choose to do it, right? I don't like that idea. If that's what they want to do, who are we to say that's bad? Are they living in a car? Like,
what? I don't know. I don't know.
That's my point. There's a lot of things we don't know.
People spend money. What I'm telling you is, if you've got the money to do it, I suppose that's fine. If you rich, ball out.
Or if you just want to do that for your kid.
If you want, why is it necessary?
Because they want to do it.
Why do they want to do it?
I don't know. I don't live in their head.
Probably because they had a piss poor prom or didn't get the experience, so now they're living vicariously through their kids.
Like most parents do.
Much like these crazy ass cheer moms
exactly.
and bitty basketball. Little 5-year-old, they attacking a ref because he didn't get a. I mean, just
this is all in the same vein.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we call them crazy. Why don't we call these people crazy?
I'm not saying we shouldn't call them crazy.
What are you saying?
What I am saying is I shudder to criticize them because they want to spend money on their children.
I shudder not to criticize them. I'm not saying don't go out for your kids. If you want to rent a Bentley for your kid, cool. Do you. If you want to have a horse-drawn carriage and a $20,000 dress, do you. But then do not turn around and ask me to put in on the microwave for your kid's dorm.
Now, wait. That's actually what I want to dial back. You act like renting a Bentley cost you like 10 stacks. Renting a Bentley does not cost you 10 stacks.
I don't know what renting a Bentley costs.
It costs you as much as renting a regular car. You know how I know that? Because I know people who have done it.
Okay.
It's not exorbitant to go and buy. I'm not saying buy them a Bentley. To rent a Bentley for a night. Especially if it's driven by someone, right?
It's probably not super expensive.
Yeah,
I agree.
I'm
not saying the Bentley specifically. I'm using the Bentley as a status thing to frame the whole conversation. One of my guys rented his kid's kid a Bentley. I know he ain't balling. So that's already. But what I'm saying is that's the tip of the spear.
Okay.
On some of these things I've seen.
Okay.
And then I've also seen these same people, and these are people I know. If I'm talking about you, shame on you. Turn around and put, hey, it's my birthday, and put their Cash App and their goddamn birthday post to themselves. Fuck you. Fuck you. Okay?
Maybe the Cash App is for charity.
No. If you raise the money for Alzheimer's, I'm with you. If you put your little $ big money baller and you ask me for birthday money, fuck you.
You don't send the money? Do you put fuck you in the comments?
Absolutely.
Can't stand you.
I'll say stop being a ghetto mess and take that shit out. Show me, what are you doing on here?
So wait a minute. All right. So you said if they rent their kid a Bentley, don't ask you to Cash App for the trunk party. So what is an appropriate? What kind of car can they rent their kid for prom that you can then go and spend money at their trunk party?
A Camry. Listen. Hold on.
What?
Listen, this is what I'm saying to you right now.
Oh my God.
I do not claim to be anybody's baller, but I have a decent wage. My son went to prom. Hold on, my 2 sons have gone to prom. My 2 oldest. One, his prom date drove them in what I believe was his Hyundai.
Okay.
Little black, he washed it. It was fine, right? Cool with me. And then my other son, like him and 10 of his friends rented a little party bus. None of them drove. It cost like probably $200 each parent or something crazy like that, right? Or something simple like that. I could spend $10,000. Now I have boys too. This might be a difference, but I could do this.
You also have a girl.
She's not of prom age yet.
She's getting there.
I'm just saying. And I'm gonna tell you what won't be happening. She will not be coming out of no goddamn Aladdin's castle with the genie floating on clouds that some little boys in the neighborhood are pulling around.
First of all, I don't believe you because you have said And go to Facebook because he has comments where you will do anything she wants you to do.
Within reason.
You never put within reason as
Because I think that goes without saying.
Whatever Chase wants, Chase gets. I've heard that.
Because Chase doesn't ask for crazy shit.
Yet.
and then I will make a post and be like, today was the day I told my Chase face, kiss my ass.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna dial it back because obviously a Bentley is a Bentley. All right. Now I've seen some kids. Matter of fact, somebody was telling me a story about how somebody's son wanted some Prada loafers.
Okay.
For prom.
Mm-hmm.
We getting Chase some Prada, well, obviously not Prada loafers. Maybe she like Prada loafers. Let me not judge. She getting some Lubus and some Jimmy Choos.
No. Fuck no.
I don't believe you.
Hell no.
I do not believe
Absolutely not.
No custom
Why?
dress.
Why would she? Why would she?
Because, like I said, you said whatever Chase wants, Chase
I
gets.
love my daughter to the moon and back, but I'm not buying her any Louboutins for her to wear them twice. Where else is she gonna wear them? When else is she gonna wear them?
I got nothing.
This is what I'm saying. It's ridiculous.
So it's not just it's just not the car.
The car was just the framing
It's the entire
of the
of
conversation.
everything.
The whole thing. You don't need. My boy Dave can make you a dope prom dress for $1,000. I swear he can, and you'll be the belle of the ball. You do not need a $5,000 prom dress.
You don't really need a
You don't.
$1,000 prom
You
dress
don't
either.
You don't. I 100% agree.
So why aren't you
100%
upset with the
agree.
people that go to Dave? Shout out to Dave. He's great at
Styles
suits.
by Dave. That's my man. Because that's a custom outfit, a custom
That
dress.
they gonna wear one time.
They might, but Dave can make things that you can wear on more than one occasion because he's dope like that. But even if they only wear it that one time, I'll allow the dress to be a little exorbitant, a little bit,
$1,000.
a little bit,
Wait a minute.
just a little
Wait
bit.
a minute.
What's the dress normally? 500,
It depends. I mean, it can
300
go
to 500.
I think my prom dress was like $200, but that was in 1997.
This ain't fuck right.
I would if I'm gonna go with
This
inflation.
ain't 75 no
I
more,
think-
boo boo.
I love how the old motherfuckers try to call me old. All right. I would imagine now a reasonable, given I spent $200 in 1997.
Let's double it up.
500 will probably be reasonable.
Okay, so if you
want
want to spend an extra $500, I'm not tripping on it.
then why? Okay, wait. This doesn't make sense, right? They can't spend $1,000 on Lubus, but they can spend $1,000 on a dress.
Yes, the dress is the affair for a female. I can only assume. And if I'm going to that's the whole thing I'm saying, but the dress is what everybody's going to see first. Before you see hair, the dress is what you're going to focus on. And if you're going to spend $500 and you go $1,000, all right, that's not crazy. That's not crazy.
Okay.
Now, if you were going to spend $500 and then you spend $5,000, that's crazy.
Okay. I don't know. It feels the same to me. If you're going to spend $1,000 on a dress, you might spend $1,000 on the shoes.
So now you got to spend $2,000.
I can do math. Thank you. Nigga, I'm very good at math. Thank you.
I mean, I'm just saying.
There's no, you can't get upset about buying Lubus, but then be okay with a custom dress. Like, they both are, in my personal opinion, those are absolutely ridiculous for an 18-year-old. Why the fuck do you need
necessarily
this?
Listen, hold on. If you can go to, I don't know, Shine, I don't know where y'all get these prom dresses from, and you can find you a nice dress for $500 and it looks great, do that. I'm with that. You don't have to find a reason to spend $2,000 on a custom dress. I 100% agree. Especially if you got all goddamn C's. If you barely graduated.
Go to prom if you just got
If you barely graduated.
You buy your own damn shit. You get all C's. Don't talk to me about shit.
What's Rainbow doing? I mean, what have you earned here?
I don't think Rainbow's still in business.
Oh, is Rainbow closed?
Why would I know this?
Then why are you saying you don't know they're in business?
Because I don't know.
Anyway, neither here nor there. What I'm saying is you earn things in this world. And I might go above and beyond for you if you've been a great kid that did what you were supposed to do, that got good grades, that has a path forward towards something successful and meaningful in life. Just because you going to prom and just because your ass got academically advanced because they ain't want you in school no more, don't mean I'm spending $20,000 on a prom.
Now, wait a minute. I literally just asked you if Chase is a good kid.
Sure.
I think Chase mostly does what you all asked her to do.
Yeah.
I imagine that it will not change by the time she's 18, right?
Doubt it.
So you trying to tell me Chase, if she was like, Daddy, I want these $1,200 Lubus.
Your mama don't have Lubus.
Even though, what that got to do with her?
I'm just telling you. I ain't never bought your mama no Lubus. I ain't buying you no Lubus.
does that have to do with her? You just said if you a good kid, you make good grades, you exceptional, you getting scholarships, you would consider it.
Hold on. Time out. If she getting some scholarships and I'm not paying for school, you get some fucking time.
Now you can spend that $5,000.
Now that's a different conversation. Because now that ain't coming out my pocket like I had to pay for a crazy ass brothers. I had to pay for their school. They got Men's Warehouse. That's what they got.
Stop lying. They got Men's Warehouse because they boys.
They got Men's Warehouse because it was fine for them to get Men's Warehouse. I didn't have to go to Armani. You know why I wouldn't go to Armani?
Do you even have Armani?
I have an Armani tux. Sorry.
And I would know this how. I don't hang out in your closet.
Just saying. But had they known anything about Armani, which neither one of them do. But had they known about Armani they was getting full ride somewhere, fuck it. Armani on me.
So now we know the trick. In order to get Lubu's, Chase, I got you. We go scheme on this later. Just make sure you get some scholarships, half scholarships. You can get some Lubu's.
Oh no, I said full rides. Did you hear the full ride part?
Why gotta be full ride?
Gotta be full
For
ride.
some $1,200 shoes? Jesus Christ!
If I gotta put in on it.
I don't believe you. Mark, today. What's today? Today is May 29th, 2024. Chase is 13.
Hold on, I want to say something. Nicole White, if we talking about nothing when there's real things going on in the world, go handle those real things in the world. Do your part. Stop watching us. Peace out.
You know what? I'm going to get off on a jack because somebody else did this. While I appreciate everybody who watches the show and I always appreciate feedback, I really need you all to to work on these lenses, right? Brian nor I talk about an array of things on this show, from black men getting therapy to motherfucking twerking. I need you all to understand what we do here.
Don't even address
no,
that.
because we've had this a long time. It's
fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
We run the spectrum, and we need y'all to come on the spectrum with us.
Go watch Blitzer. I'm sure he'll have some
I like Wolf
endearing
Blitzer.
conversation for you. Today we talking about bullshit. Thank you. Anyway. Good.
But that's my
Peace
point.
out.
But that's the first time. I mean, that's not my first time. That's my point. Like, I don't want to get off in this jack. Black people, we talk about an array of things. Everybody's not serious every single day.
Hey.
And who wants to be serious every day?
Listen.
I don't.
Not every fucking day.
Shit, I gotta be serious for 8 hours a day.
Anyway.
I don't want to be serious here now.
Moving on.
Anyway, all right. So basically, where do we land? I personally, look, you want to spend your money on your kids? I don't necessarily encourage it, but I'm definitely not going to shame you if you want to do it.
What I'm saying is, we don't, as a people, and this is where Nicole would have enjoyed this part of the conversation. We don't, as a people.
Until you told her to turn off. God damn. Damn it.
It's just goofy. Why you here then?
Because you're cute.
I am fucking adorable. If you want, listen. We consistently say we don't set our future generations up for success, right? We don't pass on property. We don't pass on proper financial advice. How many of us have said that I didn't learn nothing from my mama and daddy about saving or bonds or the stock market and all this type of stuff, right? We want to do better for our kids. What I'm saying is, I don't mind you getting a little extravagant for your kids, especially these kids that graduated or did not graduate or celebrate during COVID. Because a lot of these graduates right now didn't get their 8th grade graduation, right? I get it. It was tough on them. It was mentally strained, and they deserve maybe something a little extra special.
Right.
I'm not even mad about that. But you are jagging your bid if you're spending $20,000 on a prom send-off, prom dress, Louboutins, hair, nails, makeup, tuxes, blah, 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 blah. When you could have spent $5. First of all, let me say this. Prom is overrated anyway.
Everybody who's gone to prom says that.
Yeah, so anyway, what I'm saying is spend $5 and put the other $15 in a mutual fund. Some bonds.
I want us to be real.
An investment account. I'm not saying that all people are spending $20. I'm being extreme to make the point. The point is, if $5,000 for that prom send-off is stressing your pockets, then you probably should do 2 and put the other 3 in some type of account for them to build off of. That's what I'm saying. Let's teach them some financial literacy, some responsibility. What's really important in life? Prom ain't it.
Okay. I'm not disagreeing with you, right? I do agree with you. We have to be financially responsible. I also want us to consider part of the reason they're doing it is because they themselves are not financially responsible. So why do we expect people who are not financially responsible to do the financially responsible thing? That shit doesn't make sense.
100% agree. So that's why, Nicole, these conversations are important because maybe
you tell me to leave that shit alone.
No, I'm bringing her ass up all evening. I'm sure she's not even watching no more. But now she's going to be, every time we have some bullshit, I'm going to say it's to Nicole. Nicole, if somebody's maybe watching this and is hearing this conversation and thinking about it, hey, she's still there. Love you, baby. If they're still watching this and having this us having this conversation, it's like, damn, that's a thought. You're right. Maybe I shouldn't jag this $10,000 on Prom. I should spend $2,000 and give him $8,000 to do some financial planning.
Absolutely.
That's why these conversations can be and shall be important.
Yes.
Love you, Nicole. I'm just fucking with you.
Obviously, do that Cash App for some stocks and bonds.
But the bigger point of this was, don't be asking me for no damn money.
Wait a minute. Oh, I got an idea. What if for the trunk party, instead of you buying them microwaves, they ask for money to get them a Roth 401k?
See, now we talking. I'm in.
All right, Sally. What
I'm
you get
in.
for your trunk party?
I mean, I'm probably doubly in on that. That makes sense to me.
Okay.
That makes sense to me. Now we come on, Sean. That's what I'm talking about.
That's my smart idea for the week.
Listen, hey, parents, for real talk. That's a brilliant idea. I had trunk parties for both of my two that one graduated and one is
Why?
gonna be a junior. Wait, it was really a graduation celebration. I didn't ask people to. They didn't have a target like.
I need you 1% to stop having fucking
get me
trunk
some towels.
parties.
But they did have a graduation celebration, and people bought them like little gift cards and stuff. That was theirs, right? Like we gave it to them to buy whatever they were gonna buy to fill their dorm room up. But I love that idea as opposed.
Mm-hmm. That'd be nice, I think. And people probably, to your point, right? They'd probably give more if they know it's going into an investment account for when they turn 30.
Who don't pocket watch? Jesse, stop it. Y'all stay pocket watching. Who are we fooling right now?
I think he's talking about me.
Oh.
All we do on the show is pocket watch. Damn 1%ers. All right, so
you know
the
you
takeaways?
are 1%er.
I am a 7%er.
Oh,
I've recently done the calculation. I am a 7%er. I'm not a 1%er. Sorry.
You in that talent?
I'm trying to get... No.
Okay, hold on. Let's downshift.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Because.
Are you about to walk it back?
No, hell no. the next thing, Sean Wise, the next thing we overly spend on.
Yes.
Weddings. Let's talk about it.
I feel like I'm not the right person to talk about this.
Why?
I don't disagree.
Because you haven't been married?
I mean, I'm sure somebody in the comments will point that part out. No.
So what?
Because so for a very long time, I didn't even want a wedding.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I'll just go down to the Justice of the Peace and be cool and just
that,
have a party.
That might be a little bit too far on the other end of the extreme.
Why not? You got to do it anyway. You got to go down there to get your license and just get it done and then have a nice party. But I also, in the same vein, look, I don't disagree. And I don't think that's a black people thing.
Clarence, let me be extremely. Thank you for this. Thank you for that, Clarence. Let me be extremely clear. If they have all these things set up and they have the money and it's not setting them back and they want to do it, more power to you.
I gotta think that girl in that elaborate video, her mom is not poor.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying they're poor. I'm like, again, if you got it and everything else is set up and it's not stressing your pockets and you want to do it, be my guest. I think it sets a poor example for what's important. But do your thing. I'm saying if it's stressing you out and hurting your pockets and then you got to turn around and ask me to put on for some sheets for them to go on their twin bed in college, then you're doing it wrong. That's my point.
Back up on weddings.
Nope, we're at weddings. We're at weddings, Dana.
Okay, so what do you think is exorbitant? Are you saying like 10,000, 50,000, 100,000? Like what's exorbitant?
Let me tell you. I've been married twice. I think most people know this.
I'm trying not to judge you.
That's all right,
okay.
fine. That's all right. Nicole, I've been married twice. So I did the first one 100% wrong because I was young and dumb and didn't know any better, and I thought that's what you were supposed to do. Mm-hmm. You were supposed to have the country club, 300-person open bar. Funny story.
Yeah, 300 people at your wedding.
Funny story. This is going to be my point in a minute.
Jesus Christ.
I'm 25. A lot of my boys at the time are still in college, grad school, whatever the case may be. First jobs, whatever. So we get to the reception, and the groom and the wedding party dip out to take pictures on the lawn and the golf course and the lake and all the little cutesy stuff you do. So the bar had an open bar. Was my only request in the whole wedding.
Major mistake.
Was open. Why?
Big, huge.
Open bar?
Because that's probably one of the most expensive things at a wedding.
We wasn't paying for it. So.
Okay, well then never mind.
So yes, it is, but it was my one request. It's the only thing I cared about. Everything else you could pick. So we come back from taking the pictures. My boys sitting around. Some of them not drinking. Maybe got one drink. I'm like, hey, y'all, the bar's open. And they like, hey, we see it's open. I'm like, no. Because they were so young and hadn't been anywhere and hadn't experienced anything, they didn't know what open bar meant.
Oh.
So I was like, no.
Things.
It's free. They were like, free? I was like, open bar means it's free liquor. I've never seen a group of men move this fast. Dudes had drinks on both hands, their head, their foot hopping back to the table. They did not know how to. They did not know how to act. But anyway, I digress. So we had this big elaborate wedding, 250, 300 people, blah 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 blah. But half them people, you probably not even gonna be speaking to in 5 years. Another quarter are your mother and daddy's friends and shit that you ain't seen since you was 2. You wouldn't know them, but they walked up on you and pinched your cheek and said, I remember when you were drinking. You got all these random ass people. Then you got the 10% that don't show up, right?
Oh, yes.
And don't have enough sense to either not RSVP and send a gift anyway. They just don't show their ass up. Mm-hmm. Or they RSVP for 2 and come by themselves. It's goofy shit. And you waste all this money, and it's a full stressful day. And let me tell you what it is. Overrated.
Do you mind telling us what you spent?
On the first wedding?
Yeah.
Now, mind you, this was 1998.
Mm-hmm.
So, inflation. But I think all told, we spent $50,000.
I mean, it was 300 people, so I shouldn't be that shocked. Mm-hmm. But a $50,000? Was there South Shore Cultural Center? I'm asking all the not wrong, nosy questions. You spent $50K? Roughly with inflation in today's.
No. Then.
That's like $100,000 now.
I know what it is, and this is why I'm saying it was done wrong.
Oh, God.
It was done wrong.
And you pay for this?
And look where I am today.
Wait,
not with our ass.
You and Faja pay for that.
Most of it.
I don't even know what to say to that.
Wait a minute. Went into debt to pay for it.
Y'all took out loans for that? Oh, no.
I was 25. I had no fucking $50,000 sitting around the crib.
I don't know. You could have. I don't know.
Now, our parents did put in a substantial amount. We had help, but we had to put up our share. Yikes. And most of that I put on the credit card.
And y'all got divorced.
Yeah.
Major way.
That's the other piece of this. You do all that shit, and then 57% of marriages don't even work?
Yeah. That's about
so what I'm saying is, it's all pomp and circumstance and show, and it ain't even really about you. It's about your parents. It's about your spouse. It's about showing out for other people. To your point, you could go to Justice Peace, invite everybody that really means something to you, have a backyard barbecue, and it probably would mean more.
I wouldn't go as far as a backyard barbecue.
Again, I talk extremes to make the point. You would be just as happy. It would be just as memorable.
You would just get us divorced if you get a backyard
and you still got the 50-50 shot of it working.
I can't disagree with
what I'm saying is then what do? You get married, you spend all this, and then what do? We moved into a 1-bedroom apartment we were renting.
Yeah, y'all could have took that loan and got a nice little bungalow.
Took us a few years to get our money together and got our condo in Bronzeville. But we could have done that immediately had we skipped all that nonsense.
Maybe not immediately. Okay, I don't disagree with you. I guess, first of all, let us be clear. This is not a black issue. This is an American issue, right?
I'm talking about black people right now.
Americans have a fixation about...
Generally, I'll get to that in a second.
What did you... It's a fixation with having these giant weddings, right? And to your point, it's about ego. You said it's not about you. It absolutely is about you. It's about feeding your ego for the day. 1,000%.
Sure. But that's why I said it's for other people. And by the other people, I mean I'm showing out for these folks. So you
feel good about yourself.
So I feel good about... you know what, though? Not me necessarily. I'm always... And I'm wired this way, and I think anybody that really knows me knows this. I enjoy watching other people enjoy the shit I throw.
Oh, okay.
I very rarely have a very good time at the stuff I host because I'm too busy hosting. But that brings me joy and pleasure to watch other people having a good time.
So let me make sure I'm hearing you properly. You spent in today's money $100,000 to watch motherfuckers be happy?
Yeah.
Wow, you are far more generous than I had.
I mean,
anticipated.
that wasn't my, like, I was like, I'm gonna spend this money so everybody's happy. Right, but
Wow.
But it wasn't really, like, I didn't need it necessarily.
Okay.
But I felt like it's what I was supposed to do. And I also felt like it was my bougie coming out party, right? Like, that's how I'm supposed to.
Who's your cotillion?
It's my fucking cotillion. It's my botillion. It's my quinceañera. It was all that all wrapped up into one.
Now, okay, here's an additional question. How much of that was wrapped up in Faja's expectation? Was that really just you wanting that extravagance? Was she putting pressure on you to do it?
No. I think we were on the same page with
Okay.
it. She wanted. We both had this idea that this is what you were supposed to do.
Okay.
This is what you were supposed to spend. This is who you're supposed to invite. This is where it's supposed to be. This is what the invitation is supposed to look like. This is what you're supposed to serve. You gotta have open bar. What kind of ghetto motherfuckers don't have open bar? I still hold fast to that. But if you invite me to a wedding and ain't no open bar, I'm leaving. I'm taking my gift with me.
You can't just pay for the open bar?
No, I'm gonna pay for the open bar. You supposed to pay for the open bar. You invited me to this bullshit. Wasted my Saturday out here watching you marry this nigga I don't even like. Now I gotta pay for my drinks too. Sorry. So
wow.
Jennifer asked the question: what did me and Allison and I had a destination wedding? Mm-hmm. We went the same time as when we got married. We did have events during the course of like dinner and an all-white party and a little small reception afterwards.
You had an all-white party?
Again. I do anything for the women I love. You know I hate all white parties with an abomination. So people chose to come if they wanted to. Sure, it cost them money, but we were in a different phase in life, right? And we wrapped our honeymoon up around it, and it wasn't super extravagant. It wasn't super expensive, and it was awesome. And the people that really loved us, that really wanted to be there, came.
All right, so Allie, I don't know if you're watching. I'm going to ask him the same question. What did you and Allie spend in today's money?
That's a great question. My
guess is probably like 13 in today's money.
13,000? Mm-hmm. No, it was more than that. But it wasn't much more. I mean, because we did the dinners and we bought out the bar for the white party and stuff like that, it added up. But it was probably... Maybe 15, maybe, and that's including like our flights, our hotel, like all of that.
Just want
stuff.
Us to notice the 1%er is like, oh, 15, man. Wasn't nothing.
I mean,
spent $100K on the first one. 15. Shit. I just want everybody to notice.
Whatever the fuck ever. But my point is, when you know better, you do better, and luckily. Because Allison was only 28, 29 when we got married. So she was still in that. She could have been in that phase.
I was just going to ask.
I want to do, like, fuck that you got married at the big wedding. I want to do big wedding too. And I would have done it if she wanted to do it because I love her and that's what I would have done. But I would have tried to talk her out of it because I already know what an expense it is. And literally, it's a year of stress for nothing. It's worthless at the end of the day.
Damn.
And I'm not saying the wedding itself is. I'm just saying all that extra shit. It's unnecessary. Unless you just got a wedding planner that's going to just do air. But even that, you got to be a part of everything, particularly the female. So, but we were on the same page. She was like, I'm not spending that money on that. Blah, 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 blah. Let's do a destination wedding. If 2 people come, 2 people come.
Oh, that's so low. Okay. I just told y'all, even though somebody called me a liar, I would get married at City Hall and have a fabulous party afterwards. So I don't necessarily, and I'm going to put my brother out there. My brother got married, 6 years ago? He spent about $80 on his wedding. I mean, my brother's not poor, so I'm sure they're fine. But when I heard the number, I was like, that's a lot of goddamn money.
That's a lot of money.
And it wasn't 300 people at that wedding.
It's a lot of money.
I was like, Jesus Christ.
It's a lot of money.
But I mean, can you really put a price on a memory?
Fuck yeah. You absolutely look. Even Jake, our producer, had to laugh at that nonsense. I absolutely can't put a price.
It's a memory.
Let me tell you. I'm telling you, the stress of because not only it's like when you're doing it, particularly as the bride. I've never been the bride, but I can only imagine, and I've only heard it when I was going through it. You're so worried about everything being right and everything being perfect and everybody enjoying themselves. And oh my God, is the photographer taking the right pictures? And oh my God, is the cake the right? Oh my God, everything's oh my God. Every hour is an oh my God this and oh my God that.
And I did try to plan a wedding that didn't go through. The people attending are the most annoying part, at least for where I got. They were so goddamn annoying.
Yeah,
calling me with bullshit.
Yeah,
I don't care.
And some people are gonna bypass you and go right to the bride, right? So it's all this extra drama that takes away from the memory in the day.
So basically the same takeaway. Spend $5K, put the rest of
again,
your $100K in a 401K.
I'm not saying that you shouldn't do it. If you got it and you want to ball out and it's your dream, make it happen, I suppose.
The entire point of this show is to say black people waste money. You can't caveat it with if you want to ball out, ball out.
I can, and I will. If that's what you want to do, fuck me. Who am I to tell you what to do? But let me tell you what to do. Don't do that shit. I'm just telling you right now. It is not worth it. It's just not worth it. Financially, emotionally.
Can you put Jesse's comment up?
It's draining.
All right.
I would much rather.
When I get married at City Hall, will you promise your lucky husband that you won't bring up your G-Max wedding? You get mad. Nope. I'm not making no goddamn promises. I got to use whatever slings and arrows I can. God damn it.
And then you had me marry you at City Hall. That was your idea. You ain't fight me. You ain't trying to make me change my mind.
You don't love me.
You don't love me.
You got me getting married with a damn crackhead in the corner.
If you had loved me, I witness would not have been a crackhead. I can't stand women. I swear to God. I
gotta use whatever bullets we got.
I can't stand y'all. But my point is, I think it's a lot of keeping up with the Joneses. It's a lot of showing out to show out. You can do a nice, small, even fancy-ish wedding for 10, 15. Invite 75 of your best and closest, the ones you know gonna be here 10 years from now, and that memory will last longer. Promise you.
You still gotta deal with annoying people though. But I don't disagree with you.
You're a human. You gotta deal with annoying people every day.
I totally agree with you. I think I shudder to think somebody paying $100,000 to
can you put Clarence's
to
up there
stress is kind of crazy. I wouldn't encourage anybody to do that.
$5K for wedding, $8K for the book.
For what? For photo books?
Yeah. And Clarence isn't expensive.
Duly noted. Y'all need to go hit him up in the DMs if you get him married.
And Clarence is an excellent photographer. So if y'all see Clarence Morgan there, find him on Instagram, Facebook. Definitely use him. And those are good prices for photographers. But this is what I'm saying. You're gonna pay $10K for wedding photos.
Jesus. You ain't Jesus. Maybe I won't get married. Jesus Christ.
It's just
all these numbers. I'm like, nah, I'm straight.
It's just smarter ways to do it, is what I'm saying. It's smarter ways to do it and better things to do with your money, your time, and your emotional investment. That's all I'm saying.
Y'all might be just in my backyard watching me jump a broom.
And that'll be perfect. I'd love that.
You a lie.
I would. I think that would be awesome.
As long as I got an open bar.
Long as you got some fucking makers at the bar for me, I don't care where you do it.
Whatever.
We could be at the back of Medley.
Hey, shout out to Charles.
Hey, y'all ain't had Medley on Stony. Some of the best barbecue you'll ever have. We can be at the back of that joint.
Clarence, you're going to have to give me half price if I'm having it in my backyard. And we're going to have Charles cater.
And Focus going to DJ. Boom.
We plan Chantel's wedding.
Party.
You all are invited.
Everyone watching is invited.
All right. Now that we've hammered that to death, what's the next thing black people waste money on?
So, what did I say? I got one that I'm not sure I even want to touch on anymore. Hold on, let me double check this text.
Jen got married at City Hall and still got divorced.
I'm saying that. But she saved money.
Yes, I imagine she did.
Oh shit, this ain't you.
It's this one. Graduation parties. I don't know many people spend that much money on a graduation party.
What was the other one?
Oh, do you want to get into this one?
Thank you. That was the one I was missing.
Oh. Yeah, Jake asked me if I had one. I was like,
Hold on. We're going to switch gears, people. Chantel, did you have a gender reveal?
I didn't know what I was having when I gave birth.
Come on.
I had no clue.
That's what I'm talking about.
No.
I got 4 kids, didn't know what any of them were till they sprung out. It's the greatest surprise on earth. Why do people want to ruin it?
Do you know how fucking pissed people were? Them 9 months or those 6 months where I could have found out, and I was like, nah, we just go, whatever comes out, we gonna love it.
And why were they pissed?
Because they wanted to, because they was fucking nosy.
Because that nosy in this microwave society, nobody has patience for anything. Even the greatest surprise we are blessed to ever have. They want to ruin it, and they say, I gotta prepare. What you gotta prepare for? I gotta paint the room, but paint the motherfucker yellow. It's neutral.
Actually, I did paint the room yellow.
Yeah, buy all white and yellow onesies. Does Amazon close once the baby is born? You can't order a whole bunch of pink shit once the baby gets here. Y'all are full of shit with this nonsense. And gender reveals, let me tell y'all something, people. And this might sting a few of you, and I don't care.
I can't argue
Nobody
with him.
gives a fuck what sex your baby is, really. Your mama, a couple of cousins.
Listen, I just told the
That's-
story and people care.
People didn't care. People are just mad because they want to know because they nosy. They don't really care. It's going to be one or two things, and we're going to be good when you find out and tell us later after the baby's here. Or you want to make a Facebook post about it? Cool. You want to tell us at the baby shower? Cool. You're going to have a whole separate affair to hit a golf ball and have some pink dust fly out of it? And we got to come and bring presents and watch you do this shit? We will. Because we love you. But let me tell you what I
Will we?
really...
'Cause I won't.
Let me tell you what I really don't give a fuck about. I want you to have a happy, healthy baby. Now, if you've had trouble conceiving and it's been a journey and maybe you're older, cool. Do all of that shit. It might be your only one. Do all of it. I'm with you. If you got 5 boys and you really desperate for this girl and you had this extra baby to try to see if you can get this girl, all right,
ideas.
cool, maybe I feel that. Everything else, stop that shit.
Unfortunately, people, I hate gender reveals. I've always hated them.
Oh, we can't even fight about this?
I'm sorry. I hate gender reveals. I think it's weird. I've always thought it was weird. Like, to your point, why can't you just let them know at the baby shower? Why is there a whole separate party to hit one of those goddamn streamers for blue fucking confetti to pop out? I don't.
Why are you spending another $5,000 or whatever you spending on for photographers and whatever that cake costs and food and some drinks and whatever the confetti shit is like? Why are you wasting that money?
We know why. Because people want to be pop. People want to look like they have money. This is really the synopsis of all of this, right? Between prom, gender reveals, the expensive ass weddings, bridal showers, baby showers. People want to look like they have money, whether they do or do not. That's the entire point of this exercise. That's it.
And this is my problem with, and I'm sure it's not just us, but this is my problem with us.
In particular?
We worry about the wrong shit. We're not focused on the right stuff. We're not setting ourselves or our kids up for success a lot of the times. Not all the time. Some of y'all are. Some of y'all are doing an amazing job. And again, some of y'all $5,000, whatever. Okay, cool. But a lot of folks aren't. A lot of folks that $500, $700 they had at they mama TT and them to do the little gender reveal or whatever, they couldn't really afford to do that shit. They working extra shifts at Amazon and driving Uber another 3 days so they could do that shit. It's just not smart.
But isn't there possibly a component, right? Because I'm not disagreeing with you, that they do all of this. I feel like on some level, at least for black folks, it's cultural, right? The fact that everybody comes together to execute this very elaborate event, right? Mm-hmm. That grandma and mom and on some level, they do it partially to make themselves feel good. Like they enjoy contributing and creating this event for this child or whatever.
That's a great question. Come on, Winnie and Dolphin, Christy Foster.
Because everybody on some level enjoys it. I don't know.
I think that's a great question. I want to touch on that. I think that's partially true, Sean. I think I'm not begrudging people doing it, I suppose. I think gender reveals are fucking silly, but I'm not even really begrudging you doing it. It's the going all out, and to Christy's point, the showing out for social media.
I disagree. I don't necessarily think most of this is for social media.
We've
been doing this for 30 years. Social media has only been around for a hot second.
Social media has been around at least 15 years.
I just said we've been doing it for 30.
Not to the extravagance
Fair.
We see now.
Weddings.
Except for weddings. Except for weddings. All right, when you went to prom, what was your send-off?
was in front of my. I went to 2.
Okay.
They basically were the same thing. It was in
Uh-huh.
front of my house.
Uh-huh.
Somebody took some Polaroids. I went to prom in a Bonneville
Okay.
with rims
Okay.
and white walls on the tires.
Did it pop on 3 wheels?
If it had, he would have been hyped. No, it did not.
Okay.
Shout out to Morgan Park.
And some people, and the people around, maybe
It was just our family.
maybe a couple of cousins came
Some
through.
neighbors came
Maybe some
to
neighbors
come out.
on the block came to check it out,
Yeah,
and
it
it was
was-
perfectly fine, wasn't it?
But that was the vibe in 1997.
You know why? Partially it was the vibe, because there wasn't 30 million people on social media to show out for.
I'm not disagreeing with that point. But what I am saying is a lot of this extravagance, baby showers, for instance, right?
Mhm.
Before social media, baby showers had started getting elaborate. I mean, that's just true. That's the truth of the matter. To your point, prom, a lot of that is fueled by people wanting to get clicks and views. I would not disagree with that. But the spending the money on events, that's not new. That's not brand fucking new.
That's not brand new, but I think to Christy's point, I think it has been exacerbated or
I agree with,
or
like,
blown
proms.
up. Like,
Absolutely.
a lot of this stuff. So, I'm not saying this stuff didn't happen before, but when you see the weddings and they got the dudes are doing their little thing and they doing little singing group shit and all these little
I
dance
love that,
steps and
actually.
all that. If they can sing, cool. But what I'm saying is, all that extra shit, people, you would not. I've been at a million weddings. Maybe the bride and groom took some dance lessons and did a little cute little dance together. But all this extra, now the bridesmaids got smoke-filled entrances and all that shit. That shit's for clicks and likes.
Did you see the one where it was basically a striptease at the wedding? that
Thank
you
God,
went?
no.
I was like,
Thank God, no.
and to Christy's point, that was definitely for social media. Who the fuck strips at they all wedding?
Strippers. Strippers, I guess.
Who the fuck does
I've
that?
never been to a stripper wedding, but if anybody's a stripper out there would like to invite me, and that's what you do, please, I want to
Can
see
you
this.
invite me too? If you go, especially if you
my-
go do a strip tease.
Give me my +1 because Allison ain't coming. So
Yes.
yeah, so the whole thing. To your point, I think a lot of it is.
I think some of it is cultural.
I think a lot, and I'm not begrudging them doing it. I get that you want to celebrate and you're bringing your people together to have a good time around this joyous occasion, whatever it may be. I don't begrudge that. But if you're putting yourself in debt, if you are struggling and got to work all, and I'm not saying they shouldn't do it necessarily, but what I'm saying is your priorities have to be in line with where you're at in life and where you want to go. Assuming you want to be somewhere different. I would hope that everybody wants to move up and be somewhere different 10 years from now.
I mean, honestly, if you're already in debt, what's another fucking 5K?
There lies the problem.
That's my hot take for the night.
And therein lies the problem.
You already $30,000 in tests. What's the
Throw another 5K on the fire
I'm just saying.
at 20% interest. Who cares?
Probably more like 30%.
I'll only be paying that off till I die.
just saying.
This is what I'm saying. If you got to do all this shit and you're charging it, and it's not an American Express you pay off at the end of the month, you're doing it wrong.
I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying. If you're already in debt.
If you're already in debt, just go deeper in debt. Huh?
The fuck?
It's the American way.
I mean, shit. The fucking government does it every goddamn fiscal year.
Yeah, but you know who paying for that? Us. They don't give a shit.
Shit, I don't think anybody's paying for it.
Nah,
Keep
they
it
don't.
all the way a buck.
They don't care. They don't care. All right, so I do want to shift gears a little bit. I want to have this conversation that goes a little bit off the beaten path from why we waste money.
We're just talking about whatever.
No. We had a topic, but I do want to touch on this because I've been seeing this a lot lately, and it's a touch irksome. And this might actually fall in line because
I hate Jen.
have
That made me laugh.
no,
Sorry,
wait a minute,
continue.
hold on. Before I get into this, that's somebody else did. Me and my girl Latrice had this conversation. And
The
I
last
thought,
comment, Jake.
that last Jennifer. I think it's intriguing in that people go all out for these proms, and you never. And well, I was about to say this. People don't really have these elaborate ass graduation parties. Why are we not celebrating graduation more than we are some garbage dance? Like the graduation is the actual achievement. I get why. I get that prom send off is not a graduation send off, but neither here nor there. They're saying that this might be the only opportunity these kids get to be celebrated in this way.
I that's actually a fair point of view.
Is it?
Yeah, first of all, if you thought Lil Ray Ray wasn't even going to graduate high school because he was on so much bullshit, and he manages to get to the end with his, C's get degrees, or C's get diplomas in this case, I could see you saying, all right, let's really do this because we didn't know where the fuck he was going to end up. I can see that.
Okay.
Same thing with college, right? You have these college students, C's and D's get degrees. They barely made it to the end. You have some level of pride, right? Because they made it to the end and are able to graduate. You do want to do extra to be like, good job that you struggled and barely made it through and you got to the end. I can see that.
GED party. That's right, Clarence.
Shit.
I'm not.
Do what you got to do.
I'm not saying that these things shouldn't be celebrated. I guess my worry with that frame of thought is that this is the highest achievement they'll ever have in their life, and I don't believe that's going to be true. Hopefully, for a lot of them.
For a lot of people, that is true.
Most
Most people don't go to college.
Fuck college. College is an outlier. If you go and get your welding license, that's some shit to be celebrated.
Agreed.
If you went and got your cosmetology license, if you got your RN, your registered nurse, whatever, all these things you're gonna do later on in life, those things should be blown up and celebrated.
I'm gonna share this story. So we all know I went to Hirsch or Harlan, whatever y'all make it up. It's not the school, but we gonna do it for today, right?
Same thing.
So when I started high school, the class, my freshman year, was almost 1,000 people. By the time I graduated, it was less than 300 people graduating, right? So looking at it from that lens, it does say something that those 300 people made it to the end. With all of the hurdles, not saying I did not go to the smartest school in the world. We all know that, right? But clearly there were a lot of barrier of entry for those other 700 kids who did not make it, whether they died or got locked up or just dropped out or whatever it was, to get them to that 300. And thinking of it from that lens, it is something to celebrate that you were a part of that 300 that made it to the end.
You're not. I'm not saying that it shouldn't be celebrated.
I am not from the West Side. Sorry.
I'm not saying that it shouldn't be celebrated. Don't get me wrong. What I'm saying is, when we go so far out of our way to celebrate this accomplishment, and I know that for a lot of us, it's high school, but I know for a lot of people, high school is
a big deal.
Is a big deal and the last educational step you might have. And if you then are gonna go work at the factory for the rest of your life, and all right, cool. But I think a lot of people have other steps and accomplishment that they get later on, and we downplay that because we've overplayed the high school piece. If you went and got your barber's license, damn it, you're going to be the best barber on 75th Street? Let's go all out for that.
Please, let's not celebrate a barber's license.
If you want to be a barber and you took the necessary steps to make that happen so it's your career, absolutely
I just don't want a trend of everybody celebrating every goddamn accomplishment. I don't want to start that trend.
What I'm saying is we should.
I know what you're saying.
I don't want to go over the top. And then I think sometimes we set these boundaries for our kids based on our limited thinking.
Yeah.
Right? So, Lil Ray Ray, this is the best he ever going to do. Lil Ray Ray hear that? That's the last thing he ever does.
What you say comes to fruition. So, if you say that's all they can do, that's all they
so I'm going to celebrate this, but I know you got more in you. And I'm going to celebrate everything we're going to celebrate everything you accomplish moving forward. We're not going to have fireworks in the sky because you graduated high school, because I know you got better in you. I know you're going to do more in you. I know you're going to achieve more. And we're going to celebrate you every step of the way from that. And we're going to have this party, but we're not renting a fucking Anita D, so you can have a...
Who's Anita D?
It's one of them yachts on the...
Oh,
on the lake.
Oh, yeah. I was like, is that a...
That's
I'm thinking it's like Sexy Red. I'm like, is it a rapper?
No, Jesus Christ. The Odyssey. I'm sorry, I should have been more...
My bad, y'all.
That's all I'm saying.
Yes. No, what? I don't disagree. I also don't want us to start having send-offs for welding licenses. That's not what I want to see on my timeline.
If Cameron drops out of college tomorrow and decides he wants to be a welder or a chef or whatever, and he goes and gets all the licenses necessary and the schooling necessary and the training necessary to do that, I'm going to celebrate the shit out of him.
Yes, you take him to dinner like a normal person. Shit.
You crazy as hell. He gonna come out in a Aladdin outfit with a little fake monkey on his shoulder. That's what the hell we doing. We getting That's what we doing.
Please, God, no.
And I'm gonna be the genie. Yeah.
You about the right height.
Ah.
Whatever. What else are
Anyway.
we spending our money on wrongly? Badly.
Well, we know what we spending our time on wrongly.
Oh, Jesus. Here we go.
Arguing with how sassy men are.
I don't like this.
Why?
First of all, I don't like calling men sassy.
Thank you.
I look, if I don't like y'all calling each other pussy for I don't like it for the very same goddamn reasons.
Hey, listen, one, I thought we were more evolved because calling somebody sassy is basically calling them gay, and being gay is supposed to be an insult, right?
Yes.
I know a lot of men still take it as an insult, but that's like, so I thought we were beyond
No.
this.
I don't know why did you think we were past
I
this?
thought a lot of us were beyond
Why
this.
did you think that?
I don't know. I give the human
Nah,
race, I give the human race more credit than I should.
You should.
Sometimes.
You absolutely.
But
do.
I thought, but most people, and we talking about on social media generally. Hey, Jake, you want to exit out that we timed out. Most people on social media don't throw around words like faggot and
anymore because it's not appropriate.
Because it's not appropriate, right? So I feel like sassy has taken its place, and nobody's really catching on what it really means.
How?
I don't think people are really putting the two and two together.
Oh, that it's the new F word.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
okay. I can see how you. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, oh well. Okay, I guess first thing when we are saying, well, I don't say it. When y'all say sassy, and be clear, men do that shit to each other like and it could be my algorithm way more than I see women doing it. Not saying I don't see women doing it.
No, not way more. Absolutely not.
I said my algorithm.
Well, you got a lot of crazy motherfuckers on your algorithm.
True.
And we do it. We do say it to each other, but I think a lot of times we're joking.
I don't know.
Like, whoo, boy, that shirt is kind of tight. Look at kind of sassy. Like, it's still.
Men do say sassy.
Yeah, I'm saying we say it.
No, he said men don't say sassy.
Oh, men definitely.
Yes, they do.
Men definitely do call each other sassy, but it's more tongue in cheek. I would say that.
I think sometimes you all saying it, but sometimes y'all are like.
Oh, definitely, because sometimes they're saying that dude is gay, but they won't say gay or faggot or none of that stuff anymore. They say sassy.
Yes.
But you all, like this whole.
Look, I agree.
Men that go to brunch, ooh, that's sassy.
Like
men that drink mimosas, that's sassy.
Now I know I have been accused. Matter of fact, yesterday that I don't hold women accountable. I fucking hate that comment so much. But here's me holding women accountable.
Zesty, that's true, Clarence. We
Yeah,
do say
zesty too. The women who do it to undercut men, and I hate it to my core, right? Because I don't like people. What I don't like about pussy and faggot and sassy, and because all you're basically saying is you're a woman and there's something wrong with being woman-like. And all of that is just, what do we do? I don't understand why we're doing that to men. Like, we want men to evolve, right? We want men to be more emotionally intelligent. We want them to be more insightful.
No, you don't.
I do.
No, you don't.
You want them to be, well, we asking for those things, right?
Yeah.
Some of that comes
You
with
asking
that
for equality. You
sassiness.
don't really want equality either, though. So let's keep it a buck.
Okay, Chris.
You don't. You want equality when it's convenient.
Tell me more about that. I was rolling with y'all that women be on bullshit, but fine, I guess we off that. Yes.
No, we're not. No, women do be on bullshit.
They be on bullshit with
but
the
what I'm
sassy
saying
bullshit.
is you all are fine with the patriarchy when it suits you.
Duh.
That's all I'm saying.
Duh.
That's all. So you keep.
I want you to pay for this fucking dinner. Open that motherfucking
pay for
door.
this dinner. Open this door.
Absolutely.
Buy them Louis V. Yeah, you want all that shit
For sure.
And then you want equal wages and you want to vote.
What? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What does me doing the same work as you and me wanting to get paid for doing the same work as you? How does that equate to you paying for the fucking dinner? It's not the same.
It doesn't. What I'm saying is,
it's not the same fucking thing.
It does. It's not the same thing. But what I am saying is, I talk in extremes to make points. No,
Nigga,
I talk in extremes to make points. What I'm saying though is, you all want chivalry and all these other things that should go out with these antiquated notions. Is what I'm saying. So when you say, "Oh, we want you to evolve. We want you to be more emotionally in tune," I don't know that you do. I think you want us to when it's convenient for you.
So wait a minute. Are you trying to say in order for me to get the door open and the bill paid, you have to be a Neanderthal?
No, that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, I think when it's convenient for you, when we're connecting with you and hearing what you're saying and going through your day and being supportive and like expressing your feelings, just understanding you expressing your feelings, absolutely. And rather than beating your ass, sure, you'd rather me, again, extremes. You'd rather me have a conversation. But if your man came home every day and kicked his shoes off and took his belt off and said, babe, my day.
Why are you saying it like that?
Because this is what y'all do. You pop that bra off and y'all want to talk, right?
It's true.
Y'all don't want to have these conversations with us. Y'all want, motherfucker, man up. Jesus Christ. Go cut the grass. I don't want to hear this shit. You do not want us to be emotionally intelligent unless it suits you. So I don't want to hear this women want us to be. It's bullshit. Women want us to be more perfect for them. They do not want us to be well-rounded individuals, period.
I'm not really seeing the flaw here. Sorry, I don't see the issue here. Let me stop being an asshole. I see. Let me see. Let me think about this. I can see what you're saying, but I think there is a balance. I think there is a balance, right? Because men will tell you in a heartbeat, like, can you shut the fuck up? Can you shut the fuck up? As soon as I come in the house, why you asking where you go, who you be, see, what do you know? Like, we don't. Women are growing to be similar, right? Mm-hmm. And I think I've said this a long time ago, there is a shift in what masculinity and femininity, as far as we understand it, it's starting to shift, right? Sure. And we're starting to get a little bit more even. Not a whole lot even, but a little bit more even. Sure. So I think there is going to have to be a balance between y'all coming in, yapping for 2 hours about your day, and what we do want from you guys. There's going to have to be a balance. But yeah, you have to shut the fuck up. But the balance is going to have to tip your way. Let's keep it a buck. That's fucking human nature. Y'all want the shit to tip y'all way. Like you want us to shut up and walk around in fucking bra and panties all day. Yeah, but we don't really expect you to do it. You expect us to do this shit. I expect you to shut up. Yes. Yeah, I do. This is what I'm saying. This is true. This is what Open the goddamn door, shut up. This is what I'm saying. When you say you shut the fuck up, we are asking for your consent for silence. It's respectful. Is that? Oh, I didn't realize that's what that meant, Claire. Thank you for we misunderstood. For setting me straight. We're misunderstood. Jennifer, I'm not coming to your 30-year-old's graduating Harvard party. Sorry, it's not happening. And she definitely ain't getting no gift cards. All right? She about to go fucking Google. She needs to go party and pay for us. I'm about to say, she need to be hooking up my Facebook algorithm before she left. That was bullshit. She need to fucking fly us all out to Dubai. Right. And kick it with her. Right. She's world traveling, and then Jen will be like, bring her an Amazon gift card so she can decorate her apartment. Kiss my ass. I can see Jen doing that. You all bring. We gotta. I don't even know where we landed with that. So we got a guest list. Bad to be on. I don't think that shit exists anymore. But when she go get out of college making $500,000 at Nordstrom, we gotta bring her a blender. I'm not bringing her shit. A ninja blender. Oh, that's unfortunate. All right, where do we land? Women stop calling men. Actually, everybody stop calling men sassy. I don't like it. It's so, and it's not even. It's lowbrow. It's so lowbrow. It's so basic. And then everything now is sassy. A man can't tie his shoe. You see, he bent over. That's sassy. Why he putting his booty in the air? You make everything sassy. Everything. Why you holding your fuck like that? It's sassy. But you know what I hate the most? This is really when people hold their cups with pinky out. No, I do that shit all the time. This show is really what grinds Brian's gears show. Clearly, we do not consider any of Chantel's pet peeves. We don't care. Wow. I do not appreciate women getting on the internet, on Beyonce's internet, and telling men they can't have healthy conversations and debates with women because that's sass. That's not what men do. I'm so sick of seeing that shit. Are they saying you can't say you have no rebuttal, or are they saying that maybe some of you all's rebuttal is a bit aggressive? I believe both to be true. I believe that most of the time, I'll say that they're having some type of debate, and a man will cross the line, call a name, get aggressive, whatever, and they be like, "How you?" and going back and forth all day. Right now they in here's Tahani. Speaking of, now they back. Now somebody back and forth with Tahani all day, cause we know she love that shit. Hey Tahani. Yeah, she does. And motherfuckers love back and forth with her, right? And then it degenerates into some name calling bullshit like her and Chris get into all the time. Motherfuckers call Chris sassy, cause he back and forth with her. I do think at some point, and this is just in general, but since we're talking about men, I do feel like as a man, I mean, if we gonna do the man thing, is as a man, you have to be like, all right, I'm done with this at some point.
Okay. As a woman, you shouldn't even be entertaining a conversation with me. Once I said what I said, I'm a man. Stay in your lane.
Yeah, but we emotional.
Stay in. I'm a man. Stay in your lane. Listen to what the man said and shut up because I just spoke.
Whoa, how did we get here?
That's the same. That's the flip side of that coin.
No,
as a man,
not remotely the flip side of
yes,
that
it
coin.
is. Why are you back and forthing with a woman? Why are you back and forthing with me? Stay in your place. I told you what it was. Shut up.
You not my daddy or my man.
And you not my mama nor my woman. So
I didn't say. All I said was at some point you like, I'm really going back and forth with this woman. I need to stop it.
What I'm saying is, why can't women do that? And if you're not capable of it, right? Because what I'm telling you is, both of those theories are dumb.
Okay.
No, if you want to back and forth with me as a woman, you shouldn't, because I'm a man. Who are you to argue with a man? You a simple woman. Shut your ass up.
Wow.
That sounds crazy, right? It sounds equally crazy.
Sounds misogynist to me, but
it
okay.
surely does. But it sounds equally crazy for you to then turn around and say, you can call me all types of names, and I'm blah, 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 and I'm this, that, blah, 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 and I'm supposed to take that and be like, okay, I'm walk away because I'm the bigger person. So what you all are saying is, we are superior to you emotionally and intellectually, and we shouldn't even waste our time having these conversations with you because you can't control your emotions, and it's a woman's nature to be catty, bitchy, and emotionally unstable.
That's what you tell us.
And that is the I can't even get it out. You're perpetuating. Thank you. That stereotype by even having these conversations like that.
Look, I don't disagree with you. I think everybody needs to be fucking mature on Facebook and just stop. Right? It's just too much.
That ain't gonna happen.
It's not. Like did I tell you I just got blocked yesterday?
Who blocked you?
I don't know, some dude in the zone. I'm like legit blocked, which I thought was hilarious.
How you know you blocked?
So this is how I know I was blocked. He wrote something, and I commented something to the effect of, I'll actually show it to you. It's curious to me that you feel this way about women. Mm-hmm. He actually wrote, and I deleted it, this long thing basically cursing me the fuck out, and then at some point in this blocked me. So I couldn't respond to him.
Kick this motherfucker out?
We still can. He's still hanging out there.
You let me know who this is. We're not having that.
I was like, that's intense. All I asked was a question, and it was a pretty, I'm not a curser outer, so if I'm responding, it's normally something pretty chill.
Right. Yeah, so if you just asked a question, he was sassy. That's sassy motherfucker. He got it.
Actually, so I sent a screenshot to somebody. That's exactly what they said. Like, ooh, he was a bit sassy.
So
or sensitive, actually, what they said.
So shit like that
yes, Clarence, I blocked you. Jeez.
Why'd you block? I'm blocking you next, motherfucker. No, I'm not, Clarence. Love you. So shit like that is over the line. But what I'm saying is, you can even be having just a general. It's not even really an argument. It's a debate. It can even be a heated debate. But no names are being called, blah, 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 blah. And you bound to have some female, I know, I say that on purpose, some young lady jump into the conversation and be like, you shouldn't even be having this kind of back and forth with no woman. That's belittling to you all, to be honest.
Well,
and you all don't even see it.
No, I actually see what you're saying, though. I have questions about that. I see what you're saying. The fact that a man can't go back and forth with you because I'm supposed to be docile and feminine and weak and soft.
This is what I'm saying.
So I shouldn't perpetuate that stereotype because I don't want to be looked at as weak and soft and
I hate dudes that come in like they all mature. I don't want to be back and forth with a woman. Yeah, I'm not going to get into no cussing mouths with pretty much nobody, to be frank. But on the internet, I cuss you out in person. But
because that's so much better.
But then we can cussing somebody out on the internet is weak. If we go back and forth in person and want to cuss each other out, then we got options.
Are you cursing a woman out in real life?
Nah, probably. Well, what she do?
The same shit y'all do on Facebook, just going back and forth.
No, I'm not cursing anybody out behind that.
Okay.
But if she crosses the line, starts cussing me out, says some untoward shit, she might get something in return.
Really?
Maybe.
You wouldn't be like, you know what? I'm
Probably. But if you catch me on the right day, and you say the wrong thing.
But that doesn't make sense to me. If you can go in real life, right? And this is part of the issue with Facebook and social media. Everybody is different on social media versus real life, right?
I'm not.
If in real... Nigga, you just said...
I'm not different.
You gonna go back and forth on Facebook, but in real life, you'd actually... you'd consider it. No. You'd be like, do I really want to do this or don't I want to do this?
Because that's not different.
How?
I'm the same person. what I'm saying is, when people get like internet muscles, it's funny to me. It's funny to me. So now I'm just poking you because nothing's really gonna happen. You're not gonna do anything. But if we face to face, now there's some options. We might have to fucking scrap.
You fighting a girl in real life?
I'm not talking about a girl. I'm not talking about a girl. But if she calling me all type of da 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 da, I'm probably trying to walk off. I'm probably like, all right, whatever, shorty, blah blah. But she keep it up. Say something about my mama. She might be all types of bitch assholes. She might just get it because she asked for it.
I may need somebody to do that because I want to see that in real life.
You don't want to see me do that. You don't want to see me drink gin.
I do.
Stop saying this shit.
I do. I say them because I want them to come to fruition.
No, you don't. Because then you might look at me different.
So what is it? That's the point. Duh. I want to know all sides of Brian. So what's the solution here? So everybody should just curse out everybody on Facebook?
I'm not saying that. I think everybody, not everybody. I think folks get too emotionally. Here's what, Tahani, what's up? I'm going to shout you out again since you're here. Here's what I do love about Tahani. Tahani, and even me and Tahani's interactions. Like, Tahani says some crazy ass shit. And I'd be like, you fucking, do you smoke crack? You can't possibly believe what you're saying right now. And then she'll call me Blasian B and say I'm fucking crazy and I'm not smart enough to understand what she's saying. And I laugh and I keep it moving, right? Whatever. That's what everybody should be like less.
She gets as good as she gets.
But everybody should be less tied to what, in particular, some stranger is talking to you about.
But why do we get so attached to what people are saying on Facebook?
Because other people can see it.
So this is more of our ego talking.
It's always an ego thing. Because other people can see it. And you don't want to appear weak. You want to appear like she got the best out of you. Like, blah, blah, blah. Like, God damn it, I'm mad I keep bringing up Tahani, but her ass is on the screen right now.
There.
She's right there. Part of Tahani's joy in life, and you can sign on, you can tell me I'm wrong, Tahani, but I know you not. Part of Tahani's joy in life is motherfuckers saying, woo, Tahani told his ass. Tahani got that nigga. Tahani told that motherfucker to shut up. Tahani got that dude, his crazy ass. Tahani be checking these niggas. She loved that shit.
I get text messages about Tahani, FY. Like in my real life, I get a text message about
because Tahani wild as hell.
And y'all all fall for it, which is hilarious to me. That's the most funny part of all of it. That y'all just let her get under y'all skin. It's amazing. Maybe not you, but y'all.
Because I be wanting to tell folks before they start. I can see them get out. I'm like, don't do it. Nope, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to watch the show. Because you're not going to win this. Tahani goes.
She's not going to stop.
But listen, here's how I knew I wasn't never seriously ever going to have a debate with Tahani again. We were talking about whether or not Lawrence on
Insecure
was a fuckboy or not, or who was wrong in him and we're not even gonna. We
talked about that already.
Yeah, we did. We're not even navigating that. But what I'm saying is, me and her went back 4 days. We went back and forth about this shit.
I can't believe you went back and forth for 4 days.
Because it was fun. It was like we would just. Like, she was making some points, I was making some points. We weren't agreeing. We just get 4 days we did this shit. I was like, this girl is never going to give up.
Nigga, you ain't never going to give up.
I will give up against her ass. I quit.
I have never. You talk about people like, y'all still talking about this shit? I've seen you in the comments. You still talking about this shit?
That day I learned.
That you too.
That I too should stop talking about this shit for days.
Here's what I wish for Facebook and social media. I wish everybody would just mature. You can't agree. Just say, we agree to disagree.
That's not going to happen most of the time.
Y'all love
Again, because people are watching. People are watching.
So y'all egos won't let y'all walk away?
People are watching.
Because what are you winning? You don't win shit. Ain't no money at the end of this.
But my ego is filled.
Well, no, wait. There is something to win, right? Because just like I said, I get text messages about shit Tahani says on Facebook. I imagine when people be talking shit, they friends who can see it text them like, oh, you really got them. Oh, she dumb as hell.
Absolutely. But it's all ego. This shit, they ain't even texting. They probably doing it right there in the thread.
Or in the DMs.
Or the DM or whatever it is.
That's a good point.
Yeah, it's all ego feed. Social media is all a big ego feed.
Brian,
Jesse, you are fucking obsessed.
With the goat, with the who?
Look.
All of you men are.
No.
I really want y'all to let it go.
There are levels to obsession. And if you can't sneeze. If I LeBron and a sneeze and it sounded like LeBron and Jesse's within 10 feet, he running over to talk about the shit.
To say what? Is he number one?
That LeBron is the best thing since ever. And fuck Michael Jordan. These two things are hand in hand.
Is he like friends with Tony? What? Are they besties?
No, Tony's only fuck Michael Jordan. It ain't because he a Kobe dude.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Even Kobe dudes ain't bad as LeBron dudes. And Jesse and Jamal, who ain't been around lately. I got to text Jamal, make sure he good. Yeah.
Yeah, well, no, he's starting to come back. Maybe he took a hiatus.
I don't know. Them two motherfuckers. I ain't never, every day. It's not only like a LeBron love fest. It's a Jordan hate fest. Every day
they hate Jordan?
They post something bad about Jordan every day. It's crazy.
Why y'all hate Jordan? Y'all hate Jordan but wear his shoes.
But you can't like LeBron and like Jordan, apparently.
Why can't you like everybody? Why can't you like Larry Bird? And
because that ain't no fun.
It's no fun to like Larry Bird?
What I'm saying is, social media is a show.
That's true.
And you got to put on the show.
So everybody is a clown?
Everybody's a clown in somebody's circle.
That's your takeaway of the show. Everybody's fucking clown on Facebook.
And stop wasting your goddamn money.
On prom send-offs. All these motherfuckers are old. They kids are fucking 30 years old.
No.
Ain't nobody doing no damn prom send-off.
Nah. They might not be doing gender reveals no more with their old asses. But they got some kids going to prom.
I mean, technically, I will in a couple of years.
Absolutely.
I already told her. She can get that Sprinter van, her and 5 of her friends, and that's what you get.
I don't believe you either. But
not how this works.
See.
What do you think my daughter's gonna be in a Bentley? I will bet you $2,000 I don't motherfucker have. She will not be.
I don't think she'll be in a Sprinter van.
Why?
I mean, maybe if her and a group of girls are going. Okay, maybe.
I don't see a problem with that.
Hold on, here's something else. This is completely off topic now, but since we're talking about it, why don't kids take dates to prom no more? Well, I'm not saying they don't. They don't, but some.
I love that they do that. I love that it's like a group of them and they go. I love that. That's no pressure. You ain't got to do all them. And I really hate that y'all hate the boys for doing them. That's part of the reason they probably do, right? Because the boys have been shamed into doing those prom asks.
That shit. Oh my God, the prom ask.
I love those. They're not called prom asks. They have something else, but they have another name.
That shit's goofy too.
I love that.
That shit's so goofy.
That's why they go in groups, because y'all have shamed those boys into not doing elaborate. Would you go to prom with me?
You don't have to do it elaborately.
Clearly,
whatever happened
to social media.
This is my point. Listen, my eldest had a date, but it was just like his good girlfriend, one of his best friends. They still besties to this day. Cool. My other son went with him and his 7 or 8 of them, I think it was. And a couple of them did wind up bringing dates, but 5 of them didn't. They just rolled together. He went with his best friend to his, I think it was Kenwood, went to his prom as his date or whatever. They weren't dating, but you know what I'm saying. It's all good. I just don't get it. I get it from a girl's perspective. I don't get it from the guy's perspective.
Why? I just told you, y'all shame the boys. We see you, Jake. Y'all shame the boys into not a all sassy because they do these elaborate asks. It's y'all fault. You damn Xers.
That ain't why they still doing them. And they could very easily dial it back and just be like, you won't go to prom with me. Girls are accepting that shit.
Again, social media, I need you to stand there with 30 roses
I get it.
up and down the hallway till I get there. And then there's an elaborate Carindle ceremony that says, Sean, will you go to prom with me? I need all that.
you know what I need for all that?
What?
To fuck.
I actually really like that the kids are just going as a group. Like, do they really need to be going as a date?
Listen.
It's less stressful that way.
Not for me. Not as a man.
You ain't got to put out. Yeah.
That's why I don't get it for dudes. I'm trying to get me some ass. Prom night is for getting ass.
These kids are fluid. They're probably fucking in the bathrooms in between songs.
Wait, that's a different take. So if I don't go with a date, I might be able to hit a couple that night, huh?
Yeah. Maybe. Now to change your whole perspective.
I'm converted. I'm converted.
Now you like, it's cool. They could all be having big ass orgies in the Sprinter vans on the way to and fro. Who knows?
I'm in. Fuck it.
That's all it took. All right, Jake is sick of us.
Did Jay give us the rap? I missed it. I was
back.
Looking at you.
He didn't really like this, but he looked back.
Yeah, we had our time, and I started late. Apologies. All right, so this was fun. I got a lot off my chest. Thank you all for. It's like going to Maple and Clarence. We'll talk offline. So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I got a lot off my chest today. I feel good. And
we should do more Sean and B-False.
We do.
Rants. Next time we'll do my rants.
All right. Next time we'll do your rants.
I got to think of some.
Oh, I'm sure you got plenty.
Nothing's coming to mind right now. But social media will help spring some up. It'll get my juices going.
All right. Okay. Next week, Sean, it's on you. I will not be in town.
Oh. Is it just me?
It'll be you.
Oh.
And however you want to do it.
I think I want to talk about, I'm going to throw this out here, see who may be interested. I want to talk about Project 2025. If you don't know what that is, Google it. But I think it'll be interesting to dive into this notion, this initiative.
There you go, Nicole.
Of Project 2025.
There you go.
There you go. Yes,
there you go, Nicole.
highbrow.
There you go, Nicole. Some highbrow for you. The Republicans' 2025 plan. Go, if you don't know about it, go look it up. I don't think this shit's gonna happen. But it's a frightening proposition.
It's very scary.
So that might be what we talk about. Sean's gonna have to have some intelligence. Nicole, if you're still watching, maybe you should tune in or join us.
Hey, Nicole, you can come in.
Come on, your first time listener, long time viewer. Now we got you, baby. Yeah, y'all have a good rest of the week. Hope you had a wonderful Memorial Day holiday. Summer has not officially begun, but Memorial Day kicks off the summertime season.
Yeah.
So let's get it. Summertime Shy is here, or wherever you happen to be. Have a good time. Be safe. Sean, we'll see you next week.
In the zone, 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 podcast. In the zone, in the zone, in the zone, podcast. In the zone, in the zone, in the zone, podcast. In the zone.